Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the QTP Live Project. This is the first session after the orientation and the test that we had. So primarily this session is to say that welcome to the team, welcome to the project, and thank you for being here. Appreciate your time, effort, and your strong intent. And honestly, I believe that these live projects that we execute is one of the most preferred platforms or the most valuable platforms for you to really put your learning, put get your exposure and build your confidence significantly. All right, so I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're moving forward with the project, and you will now see how we're going to work with the whole thing. So like today we're going to have series of sessions going forward, where I will guide you through personally through the entire process. However, I want to make sure that you understand that I'm not going to retrain you. All right, what does that mean? I'm not going to repeat what I've done already in my trainings. That is already there for you as an access through the videos. All right, again, it is not a session where you come and ask me about personal questions that you have. So it is not like, hey, Karthik, I have this question, I'm stuck here technically. I'm not going to be there to help you, and I'll tell you why. In fact, a lot more about it as we go forward. I will explain to you. Uh, the intent is very simple, team. It is like you are working in a live project. The only difference is that number one, you're not necessarily at a client location. Number two, I don't believe that you're getting paid for it right now. When I say right now, I said right now because it is the returns are not immediate. The returns are more long term. The returns are more towards your career as you go across. All right, team. So without further delay, we're gonna get started then. And what I'm gonna do is give you a quick idea about what we will do in today's session. Here is the rough agenda of what we're gonna discuss, what we're gonna go through overall. I'm gonna talk about the project a little bit. I will talk about what you can expect at the end of the training and what you can expect during the training. Then we'll get into some timeline, the schedules. We're going to talk about roles and responsibilities of what I'm going to do, what each of you are going to do, and so on. We'll talk about our high level schedule. In fact, that's a repeating point of number three. And I will do a small introduction about the project and the team. When I say project, the application and the test, and so on. So, team, without any further delay, I'm going to start working on things along with you. The first thing that I'm going to do, team, is I'm going to start with my Google Drive. This is a place where I get an opportunity to place a lot of things on access for everyone. So the first thing that I'm going to do, team, is under my drive, I'm going to create a folder, and this folder will be for the QTP Live project. So I'm going to call this QTP Live Project. This is M7, since this is March 7th, and create. So in here, we will start creating everything that we do will be in here. So all the participants will have access to this specific folder. Right now, there is no one except for me. But quickly, what I'm going to do is invite Manoj, who's going to be our tech lead, team lead, along with each of us. So I've invited Manoj. I will also invite the Learn team so they know what's happening with it. In fact, the other thing I'm going to create is another folder for QTP Live Project M7 videos. So all the videos that I do, including this, will be going into this. I got to move this out of here to move to my drive. Move. There you go. All right. So at the end of the team, not at the end of the day, but towards the end, you will see this folder going advanced like this. This is the project videos folder. All the videos are here. Then they get converted. Then they get hosted onto our Amazon servers, and then we embed it into our website. And in fact, if you go to itlearn.com, this is that was for the Selenium. I'm just showing you how you will see all the videos that we do. So team, there is nothing like you're gonna be missing anything here. All right, the sessions are mandatory. You have to participate in it through and through, and if you drop out, you basically will not be able to complete the entire project. That's the reference. So under live projects, you have a link to Selenium live project. Do you see this? So this is the Selenium QTP live project will be the one above it. So QTP Live Project will be here. But I just want to give you an idea what you will see. So once you go into this, you will start seeing all the videos like this, and then you can look into the videos as you scroll down. All right, team. So let's go back to the Google Drive. The reason I wanted to start with the Google Drive is so that everything that I do, I'm going to put it here. The first thing is I'm going to call this as session 1 notes. Okay, untitled document. Everyone with me, right? I hope so far we're all on the same page. No Greek and Latin for anyone, I'm assuming, right? And in fact, it should not be Greek and Latin anytime in future for you, because you already have come here with certain amount of QTP skill. And again, team, here's the thing. I know many of you are not probably very confident on your own personal skill on QTP or VB scripting or descriptive frameworks, descriptive programming or frameworks, and so on. And that is absolutely fine. I understand it. All I want to see are people who have gone through my content, gone through my videos, and coming with the basic skill and knowledge. Once you are here, by the end of the project, that is what you will see. All right, but there is a starting steps you have taken. Now we will expand on it, and you will work very very hard, team. In fact, you will get frustrated, you will sweat, you will really be struggling in a few areas, but that's what will make you shine overall. I'm going to take all of these points that we have mentioned in the agenda. I'm going to put them here, and what is the size font? Calibra is fine. Let's do 14, 18. It's better, I guess. Okay, there you go. So here's the high level agenda. Welcome and project intro, right? This is not bulleted here. So I'm going to make them bullets. Team, I believe in not coming with pre-built content, rather building it right in front of you. That way there's more interaction and more interest that is there. Welcome and project intro. It's very simple, team. This is the QTP project. All right, it's going to be very technical and involved. All right, so in fact we will talk about what the application is, so on, later. For this, in terms of orientation video, you must see here. So I'm going to go back to this folder. If you go to QTP Live Project, this is the link. I'm keeping all of this here so that lot of members may be coming in to view this as a video at a later point in time. And at that time, I want to make sure that they have access to this. All right. QTP Live Project orientation. And then what was the other one that I wanted to do? Okay, what are the videos you need to watch? I think these videos are enough. However, there are a lot of videos, team. Okay, QTP Live videos to view. This is the link for it. Oops. So here is the page where all the recent videos that I did very recently are here. Okay, they've been broken into how many? About 50 videos. Yep. And these videos predominantly cover 80% of what you need from learning perspective. There is a lot of content, but most of people, most members who've gone through my program are aware that everything that you need is here. Okay. So that is the link for that video. And both these links also have put here. Now, these are the videos you need to view. So if any of you, okay, it is mandatory to at least have viewed the videos. What will happen, team, is if you have not viewed the videos and if you don't have the right skill, every team that we build in this whole process, so we will be dividing into teams of 4 to 6 members each. So Depending on how many participants are there, we will divide them into the teams, right? So since right now there are about 50, I'm sure we'll add another 10 in the next coming 2 3 days and close it there. So there will be about 10 teams, so each team will have about 5 to 6 members into it. And if in every team there are good performers and there are average performers, that's good. If there are one good performer and everyone else is average or very low level right now, then it'll imbalance, put a lot of imbalance towards it. So what we're going to do is, one of the divisions of the team is to distribute it based on the test scores, based on how people have scored in the tests that they have been exposed to. That is what we're going to look into. All right. So what we will do, team, is while once we divide the teams, you will get an idea of who's there in which team. In fact, you will see something very similar to this being distributed to you. And this division of the teams is one of the first tasks that's going to happen. I'm going to create another sheet here, and we're going to call this as to do or task list. Why is it so slow? Okay, come on. Team tasks. All right, so we're going to talk about what the task is, and who is the owner for the task, when is the start date, end date, and what is the status for each task. So task 1 is team distribution, or I'll just call team creation. And the owner for this will be Manoj. Manoj is going to coordinate with everyone. He's going to look at who is in which time zone, especially because we typically get participants from US, West Coast, East Coast, Central. Then we get participants from London, UK, Europe, not London, but UK, Europe. In that sense, then we have participants from India, and we have participants typically from Australia. Anyone else from any other countries or regions that I've just not mentioned, team? So based on the regions, based on the time zones, we distribute them together. Why do we have to distribute teams together? Because you will be interacting daily for 3 to 6 hours, okay, within each team. So within each team, you already will have assigned tasks. You already know what you're going to be working on, and you will do a lot of interactions. And this could be Skypes, calls, Skype meetings. This could be using GoToMeeting, emails, okay, telecalls, and so on. So there's a lot of communication interaction that's happening across within the team. Now, any questions Q&A that you have, you would use a common doc within Google Drive to ask. All right. Technical questions, team, please refer to our tech help desk plus Google. And here is where the challenge comes. There may be a few things that I will ask you to be doing as part of the project, and they may have not been covered as part of the training. And I would want you to search Google with the right words, with the right question, get a solution, experiment it, and implement it. Okay, so there's a lot that you'll be doing with that team. So be ready to do extra learnings. You will not be just focused on this basic learning. Very simple, team. This is stage 2 from the training. So once you go through the training, once you've gone through the videos primarily, then this is where you will get to make sure what you've learned is implemented in a project, get that experience, and so on. Tech support, you already have the link. If you go to the members area and click on technical support, it'll take you to the forum. That forum will be the main place for you. So for any technical question, support team, use that. So automation training for QTP, it's here. In fact, I'm going to take this QTP automation. All right. So there are thousands of members in this forum team who are all premium members. All the visitors have a free view of the posts, but all that you see out here are from our premium members. The paid participants into the program. So there are many members team. We started this in Jan of last year, and we've been adding members since then. The forum. So there are already about 5,000 members in about just over a year. So this is a rapidly growing group. This is a rapidly growing community. It will really help you to be part of it and interact with everyone there. Okay, team. So task one there. So I've talked about this. Um I'm going to do a project uh, uh, intro. I'll also do an application AUT walkthrough. All right. So this both of these will be done by me. Start date. So this basically an end date started already. So 7th. We're going to talk about 10th. So team creation will be done by 10th by Manoj to start. And project intro, I will do it today. So that will be 3 7 uh, in progress, I'm going to say. And then application walkthrough theme, it will be either on the 10th or it will be on a date after that. All right. So the screening test is already done, so I'm not going to say anything about that. Completed. I know that for the people who have not attended the test the first time when we did it on Monday, or the participants who have attended the test but have not cleared will need to go through the test again. At the end of the session, we will get a test report as to who participated, how many people have attended, and so on. So if I log into GoToMeeting, I will get a test report at the end. And in the GoToTraining link, I will see exactly who has participated, who has worked on it, and so on. So quickly, if I go to my trainings and I talk about QTP. So this is a project that is going on right now. And if I say generate reports and I say generate a test report, I will be able to see the report for the test, proactive testing informatica QTP live project. There you go. So 3rd of March, that's the test we did. There were about 57 people who attended then. So we have the report for that. Similarly, we get a report of for the test we did today, and then we're going to combine. So if you've already passed, I mean, you can always take another test, but don't worry. If you fail this time, we will not consider it as a fail. All right, we'll take the best of either test. So, but it's good. It's the same test, but it's good for you to practice. So now, team, and then what will happen is you'll have daily stand-up meetings. Okay, some will be with each of you. Then you will be doing this daily. So there's no start date and end date, is every day. We will do uh, weekly, bi-weekly, I'll say, or twice weekly, just to make sure that twice weekly group meetings where all of us, this is team members, and all of us will be participating in this team. So make sure that you're present for everything. So if you're part of a team and you do not participate in team meetings and you only want to participate in group meetings, it will not work. You will not be prolonging into the project. You will not be given that amount of liberty. I do understand some of you are working, but you work it out the schedule with your team members, because end of the day, team, if I give you a task list, okay, let's say there are about task one, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's say there are 10 tasks as part of the project, okay? So you're going to be distributing it within the team. So 1 to 2, someone is going to do. 3 to 4, someone else is going to do, and so on. So how you distribute the tasks, how you create the tasks and distribute within the team, that is very important. And you'll be doing some role plays also with it. So let me go back here and talk about some additional things, and we'll come back there. So what you can expect at the end and what you can expect during. So I'm going to talk about at the end first, team, because it's very important to know what it is at the end. Then you will know what is the struggle you're going to go internally. Number one, you will have a confidence level is going to be sky high. And when I say sky high, I'm not trying to exaggerate it. From where you are, the sky is so far. So I'm saying that it's going to be a significant difference at the end. You will technically be more sound. There is no question about it. All right. You will know how to work with a team, okay? How to manage situations that change constantly, all right? And more importantly, you will be doing a lot of presenting, walkthroughs, all right? And team work. So what will happen, team, is like I'm presenting today. If we have, let's say, about 10 group meetings or 15 group meetings till the end of the project, I will not be talking in all these 10 or 15. I may be talking in 3 or 4. In the others, I'll be a listener most time. The teams will be presenting what they have done each week, what scripts they have written, what kind of an automation plans they have built, and so on. And I would be doing a review of them, and I would be suggesting as to what they should be doing and so on. And I'll be doing this along with Manoj. All right. So make sure, please, that you are present in a very strong manner in each of these walkthroughs, team meetings, and so on. Now, Manoj, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I didn't unmute you earlier. So now you're unmuted just in case you need to pitch in any time. I have another 5-10 minutes of detailed talk, and then we'll hand over some to you. So this is what you'll expect at the end. You will also see that you will build a strong project for your resume. In fact, you will, the good thing about this is you will do the project, all right, talk about the project, all right, present the project, and then you will place the project on your CV or your resume. So it is not like that you're just like saying that I got trained. You're going to talk about this project like you've worked. And this is a live project in the sense there's an application that is still under test, that is still changing. We have already done this project using manual testing. Now we have done it through Selenium. Now we're going to do the same with QTP. All right. The important thing is for you to implement all your expertise into it. Now, this is about what will happen at the end during the project. All right. Lot of issues, team. You'll face a lot of issues. You'll face a lot of challenges. You'll be frustrated sometimes. You will see that team members are not equally contributing. All right. So you'll see that 80-20 rule where the 20% of the team is doing 80% of the work. So that kind of a paradigm is going to happen. But eventually you got to realize that that's how the industry is also in a lot of senses. It is not just because of the skill, it is also because of commitment, level of involvement, and what all they're involved parallelly to. All right. So you will see you'll be exposed to a lot of challenges in terms of team, in terms of technically. All right. You will see from a documentation also there is not much that is there, so you have to do a lot of hard work and so on. Frustrated because of delays, frustrated because that there are other support that you're getting from your team members and so on. So there'll be things like that that will happen, but you will also have a lot of fun time, lot of fun time, team. And that is again a team thing. It is never going to be a unique individual fun time. You're not going to sit by yourself and do something. So you're constantly talking with the team. You have a Skype group call going on, group chat going on. You're going to learn a lot through this. Okay, learn from others, and you will other team members within your team. But more importantly, you're going to learn from other teams. What this is going to be significant, team. I'll tell you why. Every team, so I'm talking about 7 to 8 teams probably, or 10 teams depending on the number of people who finally registered. um, each team will be presenting what they've done, giving a status update that this is what we did this week and so on. When they give, you're able to compare and see what is it that we did, what is it that they did, what is the difference, how could they do it differently, how could we do it a way different. And it is fine, and we don't want all the teams to mix up and do the same thing. We want each of you to do in your own certain way. All right. but at the end you're also having a visibility to what others have done, and that's a beauty that you'll not find anywhere else, team. Not about any other institute, I'm just saying that anywhere else in terms of a live project. All right, so this is the advantage that you will find. From a timeline and schedule, you can see that we started on 7th March. This is the start date, and we are looking to end by 31st March. So by end of this month, we need to end it. The 31st March is Monday. We need to end the whole thing before that. So whatever we need to do has to be done within it. So there's going to be at least 15 to 25 hours of effort each week that every team member will have to put to get there. Right. So team meetings twice a week. All right. So all of those will be communicated to go to training directly. Right now, we have only put the schedule up to which day? Only 3 times, right? So Manoj, we only put it till Monday, and I'm not sure if we are ready for Monday. Ideally, we should do it for Monday also. We can do an application walkthrough, or we can share the video where I did that walkthrough. All right, but after Monday, when is the next session? So twice weekly. Let's put all the sessions till 31st, please. Let's talk to Raj and let's check with the other trainers. Put up the schedule and make sure that we put it on the calendar so everyone is aware of the group meetings. All right, Manoj. Where is this? Oh, this is group meetings. Manoj, you're there? Or I couldn't hear you. Team meetings. You'll be doing daily within the team. Okay. So, team, your success is solely dependent on how you interact with the team. A lot of times I've seen people don't do a great work, but just because they're such a positive team player, they have the positive right attitude and so on, that they build well with the team. In fact, one of the other things that we need to talk about is this. All are with me, right? Just want to check. I didn't talk to a lost audience. I know there are about close to 60 participants right now. Just want to see if everyone is with me. Can you put it on the chat, please? Okay, there you go. Thank you so much, team. All right. Yeah, there's no thumb rules, but I typically try and put a few so that we know what we're trying to do. Roles and responsibilities. Karthik, I am more like the business owner in terms of uh, who knows the in and out of the business, what it does, the application, and so on. Application app owner, I would say, rather than a business owner. All right. Then we have. Uh, I will also help you with automation architect slash lead. I'll also play that role. Manoj, we have as a team lead, but more than a team lead, architect and an advisor. And team, very important caution for each of you, team members, team leads, and so on. So, is that Manoj and I will not focus at addressing the technical difficulties that you will face. Okay, in terms of access to the application to test, or the atmosphere environment in terms of the Google Drive and so on, that yes we will do, but we will not be sitting to say that hey, my VB script is not working, I created some actions and so on. So that we are not going to do it. I want you to use the Google groups, sorry, not the Google groups anymore, the tech forum that we have within itln.com. I want you to use google.com and make sure that you go and search with the right things and get the solutions. Interact with your team. And as a team, you can ask questions. There will be a document created for you to do that. Team members, you will be doing most of the work. They don't have to explicitly put anything, but basically, all you have to do is hard work. All right. You need to be very hard work. You need to be very involved and committed to it. When I say committed, it is like if you say that, you know what, 2 hours I'm going to spend a day, or 4 hours I'm going to spend a day, you're going to stick to that. You're going to try and your level best, because team, this is preparing you in many zones. Your skill, your availability, your interaction with people, your communication, your project readiness, how you're managing your personal life while your projects are going on. All of these things play a big role. So as per team lead, still this is voluntary. What does that mean? Each week you're going to nominate within yourself who will be the lead for that week, and that way we have 4 weeks or 5 weeks. Each of you can kind of rotate and be a lead, so that person could represent the team, coordinate and schedule the meetings. It is more like daily stand up meetings and so on. So you're going to be volunteering yourself, you're going to be coordinating mostly what you do, and making sure that everything is organized well. When I say organized, it is not just the documents in the Google Drive, but it is also how you schedule your calls, how you schedule your entire activities, and so on. Lot of people team who have done the Selenium Live project, which we did recently, have moved into the QTP Live project. So they'll be a good asset to be in your team, and I'll make sure that they are also distributed equally into every team. So they'll bring some experience there. All right. So project and team intro, I'm not going to talk about it too much. Thumb rules also team, I will not focus here. I've already done this earlier in Selenium Live project, so I'll quickly go through that and talk about that. So somewhere I did this. Let's see. I guess this is the document. So here is the documents team. See, for each team, we have a folder created like this. Okay. So for example, team Invictus has test plan folder, and they have an archive folder. They have task list, test cases, automation. So everything that they do is here. So every team has done this, and in fact, you will see that there are teams which have created detailed task lists of what they do. Anything that is in common is here, and here is the team Q&A document. So team Q&A is all the questions be asked and answers are provided in this document. I'm not sure if any longer this was used, but that's where we work with it. Which is the one I created? Okay, this is the session one intro that we did. Okay, applicate. This is the one which we did for Selenium. So thumb rules team, as I said, open rules, ethics, focus on teamwork, no finger pointing. When I said open rules, it means that you know it. You're matured enough. You've been, if not in an IT industry or a professional environment, we all come with kind of an education background and so on. So you have to know what is right, what is not. All right. Be positive about things. Don't try and be a pain. Primarily because the team environment, everyone is trying to do the struggling and so on. So don't try and steal the show from anyone, and don't try and be someone who is more very pessimistic. Oppose things, but more from a discussion standpoint. Don't try and be an impediment towards growth. You need to constantly make sure that there's progress that's happening. You need to go in the right directions. Sometimes team, there is never a consensus or an agreement on one thing. All right. And it's like, there's multiple stories for every team member who works. All right. So everyone feels that something else is the right way to go and so on. What is most important is coming to a common understanding, adjusting and accommodating what is needed, and moving on. At the end of the day, there is never the perfect answer, there's never a perfect solution. It is the most workable solution that is fine with the maximum audience. So but again, what is right from the project is what you should look into. So most of the other things are here. I don't really need to read out any of them. M plus K is basically Manoj plus Karthik, as needed for escalation. So anytime you feel that things are going a little beyond what you would expect, then definitely reach out to us team. So that is done here. And project team. So project and team intro, we will do it directly on uh, Monday, on the next session. Meanwhile, what I wanted to definitely do is see if we have Manoj. Are you there with me? Because I couldn't hear you the last time I said. Or oops, sorry. You know what?
Can you hear me, Karthik?
Now I can. Thank you. I thought my Bluetooth and your voice was probably going into different room. I thought. Okay. Now I can. All right, Manoj. So you
Hi,
can.
Karthik.
All right. That's good. Thanks, Manoj. So we have the
Okay.
application walkthrough here. There you go, team. The application walkthrough is here. I don't think all of you have access. Can we take this third video from Selenium Live project and put it in our document, please? QTP Live project folder, video 3 of application app walkthrough into our QTP Live Project web page. We can probably ask Ashna to help us win it, please. All right. Uh, what else? So, team, that's about it from my side, primarily about what it is. I am open to questions right now. So, please go ahead, ask questions. I'm going to put a Q&A sheet here and then paste all your questions and we'll take answers from that. I'll answer it on that. All right. So, team, on to you for questions. I'm glad there are no questions yet. Either people are writing large questions, which is going to be tough time for me, or uh, absolutely everything is clear. So I got three, four. So I'm going to take the first set of few questions, team, and put it up here. Okay, there you go. A few questions, team. So it'll be 3 times a week. Shafiq, absolutely wrong. It will be daily. I told you. I and Manoj may be present 2 times a week, but you will be present with the team daily for 3 to 4 hours, not even 1 hour. Okay, so please note that. No, it's going to be daily. Hi Karthik, all classes would be central, 9 p.m. start side. Again, no, you have 4 hours each day. What are you talking about, right? The group sessions, yes, we will do it, but don't depend just on the group sessions. There's going to be a lot more on team sessions. Each team will do same project work or different same work in their own way, and that's the great thing because the coding will be different, the approach will be different, the documentation will be different, and then you'll be presenting. So when you go to here, you will see that all of these are team presentations. Did you see that? All of these videos are team presentations where each team has started to present on one in a given topic. So
Hello everyone,
there's
welcome to
nothing
this
much that
session
was
7.
done from our side. So if you go here, you will see how the team. Can you see the screen, team, right now?
All your from beginning. Okay.
So they're doing a code level
These two
walkthrough
I think imports are not using. We can
as
remove it.
you know what
Trying
they're
to
doing
remove
and so
once
on.
I'm done.
All right. So that's the kind of depth they will get into as you go along, team. I'm not a member in Google group. There's no Google group in that Google Drive. Okay, there is a team folder. You will be invited to it, and then you'll have access to it, team. Can you please give the link for the test for today? So there's no link, team. Just stay on the line. In the next 5 minutes or 3-4 minutes, the session will start. All right. Always the meeting will be around 10 p.m. Eastern. So there you go. That is answered. I meant training session. So there's no training session. There is no training again, team. All right. I am not here to train in this. You will be doing a project with the team. We will be guiding you. Those who working will be tough. Yes, you need to manage and work with the team. All right. So it's not necessary that you will be able to present in all the team calls, but schedule it accordingly. Sometimes in the week, sometimes in the evenings, and so on. What link to use for Google Drive project? So that, Igor, I've already said. You will get that. Give me one quick second. I have few more questions after that I need to paste. So I'm going to copy it from go to meeting and put them here. So let's see what else is asked. Do you have a link and invitation for me to join? Chaitanya, again, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You will get the invitations. The bite size videos are only for premium members, and I could not. Of course, they are, Sirisha. This project is for premium members. All that communication is being made. So, in fact, if you're not yet a premium member, you're already late into it. I would suggest that you talk with the IT Learn team and see what you could do about it. Can we follow agile scrum methodology? Absolutely. What we do, most of it is in that methodology. We don't explicitly mention it, but the way we're working is in that direction. What are the end deliverables? End deliverables team are a folder with the entire project details into it, like this. Okay, it'll talk about all the test scripts that you've generated. Here, for example, we did in Selenium WebDriver, Selenium data driven framework scripts, IDE scripts, and so on. Okay, you will talk about the entire project documentation, what you've done, your test data, your test plan, your automation tasks, test cases. All of this is your deliverable teams, and if you go and open each of them, you will see the depth to which they take. All right, so for that application, if you see the amount of test cases, the level of details that they've written for each. All right, so there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of work that the team has put in, and then they've done a significant amount of automation. Primarily it's an automation project, there's no question about it. Let me see what else is here. Okay, I think these were the answers to some questions I asked. Can you give us an example or tell a bit of what to expect as to what the project will be like? So, Kamrul, like I was saying, uh, here's the thing, very simple. I give you an application, I've assigned you with a team. Now, you will be said what you need to do. In fact, one of the things with the project tasks is very simple here, team. Okay, project tasks. All right. So, what I will expect, team, is this end to end automation test suite. So it's a complete test regression suite on automation. We will use QTP 10 or UFT 11.5. Okay, so I'm expecting you to work with the trial version. I'm sure if you start trial version now, by end of this month you should be fine with it. Next, you will be doing a lot of scripting using VB script. All right, and so there will be a level 1 of automation, which will just be VB script using actions and a little bit of checkpoints, inbuilt checkpoints, and so on. Level 2 will be using more in terms of descriptive programming. All right. When I say level, I'll tell you how. Descriptive programming functions, all right, which is like QFL. Your function libraries, you'll use QFL. All right. You will also use shared object repositories and so on. Your level 3, you will be doing some frameworks additionally, and this will be simple as data driven frameworks is fine. So what is level 1, level 2, level 3? Let's say you have 200 test cases, for example. All right, so you'll say level 1 with 50. All right, level 2 with 50, and level 3 with 50 test cases. Okay, 50 no automation due to different reasons, and in fact you will write down why you automated something, why you didn't automate something, and so on. So if you go and see here, I'm not sure if the team here has done it. That, see here, they said automation, yes, no, why did they automate, why they didn't automate, and the reason for not doing so, and for everything they've mentioned here, that is the way you will be going into. Okay, so for each of the application and the modules, you'll talk about it. You will be doing a lot with cross browser. Okay, there's multiple browsers that you'll work with. You'll also do it on mobile apps, mobile devices, as you time permits and so on. I would not force you to go to advanced keyword driven framework or hybrid framework is optional as time permits. Okay, that is optional. You will be doing a lot of documentation, that is key, within scripting and for overall test artifacts. So as we build all the test contents, you'll be working on them. Artifacts. I don't think this is the correct word spelling, but this is fine. All right, team. That's about it from my side. Let me see if I have a few more questions which I've not taken earlier. What was the last question that I handled here? Hi Karthik, can I know on what version? So I've answered that. Do you have to use Google Drive to the project? Yes, Rina, it's important because everyone else in the team will be using Google Drive. I believe you can connect it even without a Google account. I'm not sure, but you can check. But otherwise, create a test account, please, for this project specifically. So I've answered till Reena. I'm going to take a few last questions after Reena team, and then I will end the session. We'll start the test. Okay. So Reena, there you go. When are you going to share the access to Google Drive? I said by Monday. I'm not sure, Ramdas, if you're already paid participants or not, because most of the members are, so they'll be getting it. So can we start making test plan and test case after watching app walkthrough? Suman, do not do that. Once you get into a team, then start doing it, please. I know you will probably be excited to start working on it, but wait for a little time. So you can do whatever you want on the side a little bit, but wait for your team, get together. So most important is to build yourself well with a new team to make sure that you are there with the team and so on. Then it is easy. Who is the premium member? Premium member is a paid member, Jyoti. I work for a bank. Can we use QTP installed on client laptop? I would not suggest. So do not use anything that is licensed with a different purchaser, buyer, or a client. Do not do that. Use a trial version that we have. You can have on a different machine. Also, you being app owner, you will give all detailed requirements, test scenarios, right? I will give you a detailed walkthrough of the application, how it's supposed to work. You will do the test scenarios and so on. You will be building it, so you will be writing all the test scenarios. All right, team, I think we're good for this session. Let's go on. Next time when we meet, it will be as part of the teams, and we will be hopefully have done the app walkthroughs and everything by then, and we can go on to the next steps. All right. So, team, I believe at this point we can start the test. I can launch the test, Manoj. I have the QTP Live Project screening test. I'm going to launch it, and I believe 30 minutes is more than enough, right?
Yeah, yes, Karthik.
All right, team. So we're going to go on mute. We're going to let you be with the test for a few minutes. I'm sure you can see what's happening with it, and then we can go on with our next works in that. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you back on Monday then. And Manoj, we'll have to work offline for team divisions and so on, and go for it like that. So, sorry, team, if I'm still speaking while the test is going on, but quick question. So this is the Selenium Live Project contact list, right? So we will have something similar created for. I don't think you can see the screen either way. Yeah, we'll have similar one created for the team. Sounds good. Thanks, team. I'm going to be on mute. All the best with the test then. And those of you who have attended and passed, it's optional for you. For others, please do make sure that you attend it. All right, team. I believe most of you are done, so we're gonna end the test and the session then. Thank you all. Bye.